The UK was a member of the EU for almost 50 years, and during that time, agriculture policy was governed by the Common Agricultural Policy, also known as the CAP. The CAP, when it was first introduced, had a primary aim of increasing food security, with memories of the food shortages of the Second World War still in mind. In some ways, it has been a victim of its own success. It wasn't long before there were food surpluses, with farmers being paid to grow the crops and produce the livestock, and then enormous sums being used to store the surpluses. The CAP did change over time. There were breaks in the link between production and payment, and introduction of more environmentally directed payments. But the core of the policy, the direct payments to farmers, most recently as basic payment schemes, was still a problem. It accounted for over 80% of the funding, with only smaller amounts going to the environment. The basic payment scheme was also criticised for being poorly targeted, with payments being made for the land area rather than how the land was farmed.
Following our departure from the EU, we're developing our own new agricultural and environmental policy. Core to this is a new environmental land management scheme, or ELM. This will focus on paying farmers and land managers for their stewardship of land in ways that benefit the whole of society, such as the way they look after the environment. This includes actions to ensure clean water, creating space for wildlife, and helping to prevent and adapt to climate change. Farmers will also be paid to look after cultural heritage, such as archaeology or dry stone walls, and to increase public access to the countryside. The CLA wholeheartedly supports this move. For too long, farmers and land managers have been providing these things voluntarily and often without being paid for their trouble. The new system will reward those already managing land sustainably, while also encouraging more people to do the same. This will help to address the climate and ecological crises we face, as well as connecting more people to the countryside. ELM is not the only new policy. There will also be a new animal health and welfare scheme, recognising our farmers for their world-leading animal welfare practices. There will also be investment in productivity to help the agricultural sector become more resilient and profitable as we face the future. The new policies are a radical change, but one that offers opportunities for farmers and land managers, so long as the government can manage the transition well.
The CLA is working hard to communicate the risks facing farmers regarding the transition away from direct payments to both government and Parliament. Overhauling any system can often come with teething problems, so it's vital that there is enough advice and support available to farmers and land managers as they embark on this new transition. The CLA is pushing for no more than 25% cuts to direct payments prior to the introduction of the new ELM schemes. This is to ensure that there is not a valley of death facing farmers. We are also working on the multi-annual financial assistance frameworks. Under the new system, these will last for 5 years, though we believe that they should be extended to 7 years. This will allow farmers to plan accordingly and make long-term investments, which is vital for any business. We have lobbied government hard on both of these issues and have been working with MPs and peers as the agriculture bill passes through Parliament.